Hi friends, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I am Tish. I am a busy, creative, enterprising career mom on a mission, and here on my channel I love to talk about productivity, anything lifestyle and creativity. If you've watched a previous video, you'll know that I gave a disclaimer about a beeping that you will definitely hear in this video. We have not changed out our alarm. There it is. We have not changed the alarm battery, the fire alarm battery. So if you hear it, just act like it didn't even happen, okay? But in today's video, I wanted to talk to any of you out there who are not into event planning as a profession, but you do entertain on a regular basis. When I say regular, you know, your home may be the host home for when there's holidays or the birthdays. Your home is the hub. For me and my family, my home is typically the hub for entertaining. But because I do events outside of, you know, entertaining family and friends at home, I mean, I do have an inventory of things. But if you are the one who typically hosts small gatherings for friends and family, and you are always finding yourself renting items and borrowing items, and you know, you're just tired of doing that, this video is for you. I wanted to share just 3 simple resources and ideas for you to build a very simple personal inventory of staple items that you can run to whenever you're entertaining in your home or your personal space, or if you want to just take these things to, you know, somewhere else. If you're hosting something with friends or, you know, co-workers, you'll have some staple pieces. Now, a lot of what I am going to suggest you can find online, you can find at your local stores. I tried to make them very simple and items that, you know, can uphold their appearance for quite some time, especially if you're not going to use them so often, meaning weekly. So if you are interested in partying like a pro on a personal level, you know, nonprofit, but you just want to save coins and have these things on your own, stay tuned for this video. Okay, in our efforts to party like a pro and build your own personal inventory of event staples, if you will, think about how many people you typically entertain in your personal space. Is it anywhere between 12 and 24 people? If so, and that's almost around the range of, you know, personal entertaining. So if you want to start on the lower end and just start to build items so you'll have to entertain up to 12 people, you can do that. Or you may want to go a little higher, considering, you know, if you're going to host baby showers for, you know, close loved ones in your home, or thinking of holiday gatherings, you know, go up to 24. So for the sake of this video, I am going to only talk about, you know, entertaining between those numbers, 12 and 24, because you can easily grab items that can take care of that number. If you're planning to entertain regularly, 50 and above, that has to be a whole different video. So let's talk about some of the things that you would need to get started. The first category would be tableware. And I went to Walmart, and I also went to Dollar Tree, and they have some really nice pieces that can get you started. You can look at the table sets, the plate sets that they have. You know, I would stick to a very neutral color and not go too bold, because if you go with bold colors, that's typically going to be for a certain theme, and you know, you can't zhuzh it up, zhuzh it down. It's just what it is. So I would consider looking at maybe the plate sets that comes with the bowl, the saucer, the plates. Usually they service between 6 4 to 6 people, that's an option. Look for white. I think white is classic, it's timeless. You can embellish that with other colors by adding napkins and your floral, I mean, so many other things. I would look for white or even clear. Not only take a look at the sets that come boxed up, but they're very inexpensive dishes that are individual. So you may just want to do the dinner plate and the salad plate and ditch the bowl. Look on the aisles to see what you like, what stands out to you, and just see what they have in the whites and the clears. You can go with the traditional round. They even have some really neat square shapes that, you know, you may want to use. But start off with one of those to build your plate collection. I mean, very inexpensive. So if it's $1 for the plate, you're looking at $12 for 12 people. So definitely consider going down the aisles of Walmart and Dollar Tree and seeing what they have. Home Goods and Hobby Lobby, sometimes you can stumble upon some really great finds there as well. And don't rule out the dollar stores. No one said that this has to be your grandmother's china to entertain. Also, when you're looking at the plates, go ahead and take a look at the stemware that they have. You know, very inexpensive. You don't have to stick with the whites. You can go with clears, clear glasses, and the champagne glass, wine glass. Think about what it is you typically run to when you are entertaining guests and you're wanting something just a level up from the plastic that's disposable. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm only sharing these if you're wanting to have some true staple pieces in your collection at home. So look at the stemware, and if they come in sets, usually they do come in sets, you know, and if you can catch them on a really good deal, go ahead and snag those up. If you are going to have a coffee bar at some of your stations, or not necessarily a coffee bar, but you're wanting to serve coffee or tea, also look at some of the pieces that they have right there. Dollar Tree has a really good selection. You know, you have to catch them sometimes. Go ahead and pick those up from time to time. And if you do it before you even have to entertain, then that just gives you one less thing that you have to go out and look for when you are planning something. Next up is linen. Are you always having to borrow linen or rent linen from people? And you know, that costs. But there are some sites now that are available to us without having an EIN number or a sales and use tax permit. You can access these sites right now, and when I tell you that the sales are ridiculous sometimes, they're so good that you can't pass them up. They're just not for event professionals. If you are in need of table linen, very basic table linen, I would suggest taking a look at efavormart.com, and I'm not sponsored at all. These are just some resources that I'm sharing with you. Linentablecloth.com and CV Linen, and you can even find some decent sales on Amazon. But I would, you know, consider finding linen that fits the tables that you typically use. If it's your dining room table, your breakfast area table, or even your patio table, just get a measurement of that table or whatever tables you use. It could be cocktail tables, and start to peruse these sites and see what the sales are and make note of the sales. And these are the things I suggest to purchase. Go with a traditional white linen starting off, especially if you don't do events all the time. Like I said, when you go with white, you can add color to make that shine. White, you can do black. Black can be very classic and timeless, or it not can be. It is. So I would consider starting off with white first. And considering the size of your table, go ahead and place an order for 1 or 2 cloths. Typically, you're gonna think about how many people you're going to serve. Is it going to be round tables that you are going to dress, order enough for, let's go with 24 people. That would be 3, up to 3 or 4. And then, I mean, just add those tablecloths. And if you want to get even more fancier, what about napkins? You know, you look on those sites, they typically come in dozens for under $12. That's not bad at all. So, you know, if you go with all white, you can dress up your napkins with really pretty napkin rings. So you see what I'm saying? If you go with your basic white, you can definitely do more embellishing than taking away. So I would say start off with white, and stay tuned for another video where I will explain a little bit about the different tablecloth sizing that may be helpful for you. When you're preparing for your table settings, don't forget about your eating utensils, your knife, your salad fork, dinner fork, and all of that. So when you're walking the aisles of Walmart or whatever store that you love to shop in, make sure that you don't forget those items. These may be items that you want to just use, pull out and use when you are entertaining. So, you know, you can go fancy. There's some gold-plated silverware, there's holographic. There were so many different options when I was looking on the aisles at Walmart. And if you just want to go simple, you know, Dollar Tree has some of the things that you need. I would suggest, and I'm only suggesting that because this happens in my home, if I don't separate those items from my regular use items, they're going to be tangled up. It's going to be entangled. And you're never going to be able to pull out your event items from your daily use items. Kids will end up using your beautiful black. Don't entangle the dishes. Separate your entertaining utensils from your daily use utensils. Okay, so far we've discussed tableware and also very basic linen to get you going. The third category that I would like to just introduce to you to build your own personal inventory would be decorative staples. You know, you have to decorate the tables, right? So if you have gone to your local Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, because they continue to have these things, it's the gold charger. The gold charger, the silver charger. I've seen like a copper colored charger and white. I've seen those at Dollar Tree, and Hobby Lobby has a few more different types of chargers. Marble, and I think there's a burgundy, a deep red, so many different options. I don't think that you could ever not need these when you're entertaining, especially for a small group. Well, no, I take that back. Not just for a small group, but because you are entertaining between 12 and 24, you can definitely grab these items and keep in your entertaining closet and use these. So if you want to start off very simple, which I'm suggesting that you do, consider going to Hobby Lobby and even looking at what your local Dollar Tree has available. What is your accent color of choice? Is it gold? Is it silver? Is it both? They're $1. They're typically $1, $1.99 at the max when I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. Go ahead and grab some chargers to keep on hand. Not only can you use these for the place setting, but you can also sit this in the center of a table and put a really nice floral arrangement on top of it. You can interchange the use of these things. They're very inexpensive, and it definitely adds a little bit of color and element to your table decor. Another item that I would consider keeping in my personal inventory would be just some clear cylinder vases of several different sizes. Dollar Tree is infamous for having small cylinder vases. When I say small, they are you know, short from 4 inches to 9 inches. various sizes of those look very classic and timeless on the tables with an arrangement in them or a floating candle. You can add pillar candles to these. All of these things except the fresh floral flowers are available at Dollar Tree. So I would consider picking up a few. When I say a few, start off with maybe 4 or 6 different sizes of cylinder vases that you can add candles or fresh flowers to. Another item that you can pick up today at Dollar Tree would be the small LED candles, the tea light candles, or the LED votive candles. I say the LED because you don't have to toss these out and continue to buy them over and over again. If you're just entertaining one evening, you know, you can turn those bad boys on and pack them up at the end of the evening and pull them out for the next time that you entertain guests. They add such a nice little dainty glow to a candle holder or a vase, and I think that they are a really good item to have for, you know, under $1. So with the LED candles that I suggested, I would also consider candle holders. And I go into the Dollar Tree all the time and see really nice candle holders that they have. They have the traditional taper candle holders, and then they have the votive candle holders that are so many different shapes, sizes, and colors. And I mean, to grab 4 or more here and there, I mean, that would be definitely a really good addition to add to your personal inventory. So I'm suggesting cylinder vases, candle holders, and the LED candles that are available at Dollar Tree. Hobby Lobby has them. You can maybe even find them in bulk on Amazon or any other online site, but I definitely suggest checking out what your local Dollar Tree has. Friends, that will do it for this video. I hope that I was able to give you some insight on how to build your own personal inventory if you want to party like a pro in your own home and you are typically the one that your besties call on to help entertain friends and host those fabulous celebrations and moments. If you like this video, and I sure hope that you did, please like the video and subscribe right now. If you have not already, please subscribe, and don't just stop there. I want you to click the notification bell that's right next to that subscribe button, and let me know down in the comment area if you found this helpful. I can't wait to talk to you in the next video, and until then, have a great day. Bye.